What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dice House from the DCUO commentary. I am bringing this video here today because I want to bring up a couple things. One, I want to talk about my new Twitch channel. Twitch channel is twitch.tv/thedaddy'shouse. As you can see right here on the picture on it. Yes, I know no videos yet. I'm trying to get it back up and going here. The PVR that I had was defective, so I had to send it back, and I gotta wait to get a new one. I'm not happy either. Alright, trust me on that. But anyways, I wanted to bring this video here because if you missed it, they had a special live stream today on DCUO's Twitch channel where they talked about the new armories and they showed them off. And let me tell you, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for these things. They're awesome. Alright, I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible and all that so you guys can get back to where you're doing it because I know you all just don't want to sit here and just stare at a picture. Anyways. First off, there is a thread on the official forums where if you go there and check it out, you can join in the conversation and see what all the devs are talking about. For starters, all right, armories. Each person, you're going to get one free for each character, okay? You can have up to 4 per base or per layer, all right? And you can have up to 16 total because you can have 4 layers total, so you can have up to 16 total of these armories. Right, all armories are going to be imprint your existing spec, whatever you're spec'd in at that moment on when you go up there and activate it to save it. That's the spec that you're going to save on that armory. This is going to be including your loadouts, your gear, your styles, skill points, colors, power points, roll, all that stuff. It's all going to be saved on that armory. The armories are basically, you're going to be able to use them as often as you want to. However, there are going to be some restrictions on those. All right, for instance, in PvE, you are going to be able to switch or use your armory while you are in combat mode. All right, but there's going to be a persistent cooldown on it. All right, so even if you get out of combat, all right, you're not going to be able to use your armory again. Or I'm sorry, your in combat armory again until that cooldown's done. So use it wisely, all right? And a thing they mentioned for in PvP, which honestly I think is a very wise decision that they made. You're not going to be able to use the armory while you are in combat for PvP. So I think that's a very smart decision. Out of combat though, it's going to work just as fine, all right? As far as everything else, they talked about the armories are basically based off of your generator. Okay, like they said. You can have up to 4 active in the field. That's what they're calling it, the way they phrase it. And you have 4 in the field active. Okay, so basically, even though you have 5 up to 16, you can only have 4 that you can actively, switch to at that moment unless you go back to your lair. Now, how do you determine which 4 you want? Well, that's where the generator comes in, not the mainframe, the generator in your lair. Basically, you're going to go to your generator and you're going to be able to pick which one of those armories you want in those 4 slots. All right. Once you choose those 4, all right, those are going to be your 4 active ones that you have in the field that you'll be able to switch in between and out of. All right. All the gear and everything that you use, all right, is going to be stored in either your bank or your inventory. So when you switch, all right, it's going to take whatever gear you're wearing, it's going to take that off, it's going to put it in your inventory, and it's going to take the gear that you want to wear or you need to be wearing with the spec that you just switched to, and it's going to throw it on your tune. Simple as that. So you guys just have to make sure that you got plenty of room in your bank and inventory for it. They did specify that you cannot have any of this stuff in your shared bank, though, so make sure you guys are aware of that. The armories are not going to work if you change powers. So if you go to one armory and you put in a quantum controller loadout, all right, in there, quantum controller spec, and then you switch powers to say like Celestial, and you put a Celestial DPS spec in there, that first armory you're not going to be able to use it. You're going to have to reset it. In order to be able to use it. You're not going to be able to switch from Celestial to Quantum, or from Quantum to Earth, or anything like that. So you've got to be that power. So it's basically going to come up invalid. You'll have to reset the armory. Let's see here. The in combat cooldown they were talking about for PvE, the persistent cooldown. They're talking about it being around 10 minutes long. So use it wisely. They have not determined specifically when or how long it will be. In regards to, let's see here, what else do I have in my notes? You don't have to have them in the same layer. So if you like using 2 from one layer, 1 from another, and 1 from a third layer, all right, that's fine. They don't all have to be in the same layer. So you got that going for you there. Let's see here. Yeah, in combat cooldown. Oh, the placement for them. Now, during the live stream, they showed that you had to place them on the amenity nodes. However, they're going to be changing that. They're going to be free place, so you'll be able to put them down anywhere you want to. You can have, like I said, you can have up to 16 armories, 16 up to 16 armories per tune. All right. However, they are not account bound. So once you buy 60, you have to buy. If you want to have 16 for each of your characters, you're gonna have to buy 16 for each of your characters. They did not cover cost. What the extra amenities are going to cost. Like I said, everybody gets 1 free for each tune, but they did specify that there is no in-game cost to maintain it, so you don't have to use Marks of Triumph or in-game cash or anything like that to maintain the use of all these additional armories. However, they did show on there that there's a new power core. You need batteries to charge up your generator on there. That's going to have a lot to do with leak holes that they're working on. They're going to be releasing. They couldn't talk about any of that stuff, which I was annoyed. But anyways, furthermore, they went on to talk about let's see here. Yeah, switching pedal will put you in gear and all that. Even if you switched into one of these armories on, you'll still be able to switch stance, so you can still like throw on different pieces of gear or anything like that if you're happy with that loadout or whatever and everything. So you don't have to worry about being locked into that set, because of that armor. You can still switch things around. Other than that, that was pretty much it that they went over. I mean, they showed off a lot and everything else. I mean, it changes your different styles that you're wearing and all that stuff. I mean, this is going to be so cool. I'm so looking forward to this. As far as a release date, when they're going to release it, they did not say when. However, unfortunately, it's not coming with update 20 or update 32 like I was hoping and originally thought it was. That sucks, but oh well, we'll live. We're getting them before DLC 9. That's the important thing. So we're getting them definitely before War of the Light. So looking forward to it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about all this info let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please do so by giving it a thumbs up. I'm going to try and get more videos out here, actual real videos of real PS4 footage for you guys here very soon, hopefully tomorrow. Crossing my fingers I'll be able to do that. But anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked the video, or at least what I said, please do so by giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And make sure you guys go check out and follow my Twitch channel. Link's been on the screen the entire time. Alright, until next time though, you guys all take care.